It's morning in America. Let's start a new day. Morning in America. We're off on our way. Morning in America. We've waited so long. Morning in America. And this is our song. It's a song. We sing for our future, a song. We sing for our soul, a song. We sing for our people, all of our people, the young and the old. Morning in America, just open your eyes. Morning in America, about time we realize. Morning in America, just reach out your hand. Morning in America, let's help our great land with a song for people forgotten, a song for those in despair, a song for a better tomorrow, a brand new beginning for those everywhere. Morning in America, our hopes and our dreams. Morning in America, to be more than she seems. Morning in America, let's all spread the word. Morning in America, well maybe they've heard about our song. To all the world's nations, our song, 'cause now we can see our song. For new generations, our song, to be all we can be. Morning in America, we've waited so long. Morning in America, and this is our song. Morning in America. Thank you so much. I wrote Morning in America on the eve of the 2008 presidential election. I wrote sitting in my living room in Geneva, Switzerland, thousands of miles away from voting booths and from my fiancé, who was working tirelessly in Florida to get Barack Obama elected. I wanted to capture that moment in song as I sensed an important historical moment for my country, and I was filled with hope and inspiration. As a singer-songwriter, I am often asked how I write songs, but I want to talk to you today about why I write songs. You see, music is a language for me, evolving from my childhood. I journeyed through classical music, through jazz improvisation, until finding my true passion, which is writing songs, as I turned 40. Music is a lens for me through which I see, process, and interpret emotions, feelings, events, and also through which I communicate these to connect and communicate with others through the sound pictures that I see. I love the creative process. I feel alive when I'm creating. Time disappears when I'm in the studio, writing, or just thinking. And as much as I love the journey, I really also love the destination. A new song is the reward for all of the hard work. And there's a lot of hard work. And songs, by the way, are living things, not just simply things that I create and write down. My songs tell me as much about them and what they're about as I tell them. Music is cathartic. Through music, I've been able to deal with painful, difficult situations in my life, to communicate and to find meaning and hope. Meaning and hope are really important to me. My first album, like many singer-songwriters, was largely autobiographical and highly transformational for me. It was recorded at a very sad time. I was separated from my 3 daughters for 3 years. I dedicated the album to them for, quote, helping me to hear music in the silence. As you can hear from some of my later songs, that story had a happy ending. I write about my restored faith in love, something I proclaim, chronicle, and celebrate in my music. And I write about nostalgia for my family, for generations of my family to preserve, keep alive, and share with future generations. And I write about events and moments in our societies and in our world. I'm very drawn to turning points and moments I feel are important. I've written about protests around the globe. I've written about the Boston bombing. And I've written about and for Women's March. Lastly, music helps me make deep connections with others. And that's probably the most important thing. And I say deep, not wide. I've learned that it's not about how many likes or hits or sales, but it's about these deep connections that we make with other people. There's a variety of examples I would love to share with you today, but I'll offer just one. Recently, I received a note from the mother of a victim of gun violence. She thanked me for the song that I had written and shared to plead for an end to this violence. On December 14th, 2012, I wrote the song, Not Again. It was the day of the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. My musical life began when I was 9 years old with a clarinet in my hand in my elementary school in the Bronx, New York. Never then could I have imagined that one day children would sit in their classrooms and be gunned down by assault weapons. I sensed that day that perhaps there was a turning point in the society and there could be a change. Sadly, no. Well, not yet. I sing this song today in memory of all victims of gun violence. I sing this song in solidarity with the young, courageous people across America and the world who have stood up to fight for change and to save lives. And I sing this in solidarity with the Never Again movement. Last night, it happened once again. Shots rang out on the town, seemed to have no end. And people watched, and they could not believe their eyes as it carried on through their cries. A dozen dead, maybe even more, and it hurts so deep, 'cause we've seen this all before. Again we say something should be done. Again we stare down the barrel of a gun. Not again. Still we've not learned, not again. How many times must we be burned? Never again. We've not come very far. In the end, is this who we are? People still protest. We want to have our guns. It is our right, our need. This battle will be won. And the NRA is mobilized and sure. It's the price we pay and somehow must endure. Not again. Still we've not learned. Not again. How many times must we be burned? Never again. We've not come very far. In the end, is this who we are? Look around the streets and see children everywhere. Look at how they laugh and play, seem without a care. What have they done wrong? This makes no sense. How can we protect their innocence? When will we accept our own responsibility? It's our society. Is this the price of being free? How quickly we forget. The news that once more fades. Just one click and it's gone. And with it goes our rage. And again we say something should be done. And again we know we've only just begun. Not again. Still we've not learned. Not again. How many times must we be burned? How many times? Never again. We've not come very far. In the end, is this who we are?